Hello and welcome to our first Factorio Let's Play. This is Far Away, and I appreciate you for tuning in. For those of you that is not aware, Factorio is a factory simulator game. I've had a lot of fun playing this for the last few hours. Haven't really put a lot of time into this. For those of you that would know what I mean when I say this, I've probably gotten as far as Science Pack 2, which is the little green potion looking thing. I did take the time to go in and kind of pre-scout an area, that way you're not watching me roam around aimlessly looking for both coal and iron ore and copper ore. I did luck into quite a nice little starting area. I think eventually it's going to require me to go out and do some searching, so in this first Let's Play we are going to build up the beginnings of our coal burners and move into electrical hopefully fairly quickly, so let's get started, shall we? First, I'm probably going to zoom in just a little bit here. I'm sure my FPS is going to suffer because I'm running both the screen capture and the game at the same time, and my computer is not the best in the world. So here we have a burner mining drill, and essentially what we're going to do is we are going to put this down right here. We do need a little bit of wood so we can build a chest. Actually, first let's build an iron axe, that way it'd make this process a little bit easier. So we're going to take down a couple of trees here, and essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to build me a chest, and I'm going to have my coal dumped directly into this chest once I build it. So let's build a couple of those guys, and we're going to go up here, and once we got that, I'm going to place it there. Now you got one of two options. One thing you can do is you can either just put wood directly in as your fuel source. What I always do is I just mine 1 or 2 coal just to get it started, and then once that happens, put that in there and it starts plugging away. That'll start putting a little bit of coal in here, so then we can then take that out and refeed our burner mining drill. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go over here, and if you notice, to build a burner mining drill, it takes 5 stone and 9 iron plates. Now, because I used some iron plates to build that iron pickaxe, I'm going to have to mine a little bit of iron ore to get there. So I'm gonna mine 5 ore here. So we got a 1 and 2. Now this is like Sesame Street. 3. Once we get up to the 5 that we need, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my furnace, I'll put it right here. Now, you see I did the cardinal sin here. I'm going to go ahead and just use that there. That way we can get that going. And I need to find me some stone. There's one thing I neglected to look for when I was up here. And stone, there we go. Stone is needed for your furnaces, and then eventually for walls and for other stone-based products. So stone takes 5 to build a furnace. Once we get that up, it does take a furnace to include it as part of the burner mining drill. So that is why I need to build another one there. So now that we got that built, let's go back up here, and our coal extractor is probably out of fuel, yes. One thing you can do is you can control left click and it'll take everything out of that. So I'm going to take half by right clicking. If you click on the stack by the right mouse button, it'll take half away. So now that that's running good, hopefully this is done, so we can take that out, and we can take that out. Now we should be able to build our burner mining drill, which should only take just a second or so. And there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this directly into the the smelter here, the furnace. The reason being is what's going to happen is this is going to mine up the iron ore and it's going to dump it directly into the stone furnace. That way I don't have to build an inserter, which is this here. And in the beginning stages, it requires coal to do that. So that's one more burner mining drill that I'd have to build in the coal area, or running back and forth to get coal. Let's see, put that back in there. So now that's plugging away. We're gonna let that work for a few. Let's go over here. Right now it's kind of just maintenance of grabbing coal as we need it. That's doing good. Now let's take our wood out of here. Wood, I wouldn't say is a precious resource, but as the game progresses, your forests tend to balance out your pollution that you have in the game. And right now I'm actually running this on peaceful mode. So what that means is the enemies, the biters, and the aliens will not attack unless provoked. So that's going to kind of keep them off our backs for the purpose of this Let's Play. I tend to be a little bit more of a passive person when I'm playing. I don't like to have many interactions. I'm more of a sandbox guy. When I'm doing games like Minecraft, I do put that on peaceful mode as well. That way I don't have to deal with people destroying my creations. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build another mining drill, which I need more stone for. And you have two paths when you do this. You can do one of two things. You can either go for your copper ore over here, or I could always go for my putting one down here, because I will need at least a few more burner mining drills. So rather than having to come over here and manually mine stone every couple of minutes, I can just toss some stone here and put a burner mining drill down here, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put it here while it's building. I'm going to put my chest there, and put our drill there, put some fuel in there, let that thing start working. So now what I can do is I can run up here and grab some more coal. And I hope you hear me okay. I'm actually just kind of doing this as a dry run to begin with. Yeah, that is doing good. Actually, let's take just a little bit, add it in there. Let's check our guys here, add some more fuel in there. He's doing good, so I don't mess with that. So let's see, do I have enough for another one? I probably do. By the time I go down and get some iron ore, or some stone, I can build another one for my copper. Now you'll notice I'm not going to deck this out in burner mining drills. My goal is to keep the coal dependency as minimal as possible. Eventually I want to hurry up and get to the electrical stage, so that way the only thing I'm having to feed coal into will be my furnaces and will be the boilers for the steam engine. So, but unfortunately, to be able to even build a offshore pump, I do need electrical circuits, which means I do need, and I made the cardinal sin of not having another 5 wood. So I'm gonna run, or not wood, but 5 stone for my furnace, my furnace here. So I'm gonna go grab this real quick. And once we do that, it's kind of just a feed the system until we can start. So, which it usually isn't very long. Usually within just a few minutes, we can. Yes. And if you're watching, I just noticed that I had plenty of. And make sure that that's feeding. Good, that's working. Okay, so we got coal. Let's dump some more in there. Make sure he's not going to run out. He's got 7, so he's good. Let's add some in here. Alright, so the first thing we need is 5 iron plates and 3 copper bars. So we do have some copper ore here. Let's go ahead and dump that in there. So now we can build our offshore pump. I'm going to get enough to build 4 boilers and 1 steam engine. I have found that 4 boilers tend to work really well when I have 2 steam engines to begin with. Probably what I'll do is I will put our electrical system here. Let's go ahead and lay the system down while we're waiting for our C1, 2, put that there, while we're waiting for our mining drills to do their thing. Like I said, I try to move as quickly as I can into this phase because it tends to minimize me having to run around and feeding the system like this. It's not to say that I don't. I didn't want to put all of them in there, and I didn't want to do that either. Let's go ahead and, oh, it didn't. Good. Okay. Let's check this down here. Make sure he's doing good. He's got 5. We've got 12 there. One thing you'll notice too is in the beginning stages, you are really coal and iron ore dependent. As time goes on, you will find you being more and more dependent upon copper. More of your advanced technology requires circuit boards, which requires a lot of copper to be able to do. So I'm going to go ahead and probably end the video here. Just because I am kind of limited on time for this first Let's Play. But let's go ahead and build our first 2 boilers up here that we need. Bam, bam. So I appreciate you for watching, and I will see you on our next Let's Play.